Blah, blah, blah.
Alrighty.
That was a long one.
Right?
Yeah.
That was a good one. We got another week.
It's literally been a week for us. I don't know when this will be out, considering we just dropped the Tarzan one.
We did. We dropped the Tarzan one, and that one was a little while ago.
That one was a while ago, actually.
I think it was back in March, actually.
I was listening back to one of them. We're horribly out of like order. Like I was saying, oh, next week we'll do this, or hey, if you were listening to the last episode, I've already explained this story, so let me do a follow up.
Oh, did we go that far out of order?
Oh, the last one was
shit. I was
on something.
I was trying to keep them in some order to where at least the ones that referred directly back to the last one was
it was my story about my dog.
The poop dog.
Yeah.
Oh,
and then
shit.
It was when you read the letter and everything out, and I was like, hey, remember last week when we were talking about it?
And we dropped that one like 3 weeks ago.
Basically, we decided not to put it out. Yeah, and
shit.
we just there was no beginning of that story. So
really, we didn't put that episode out.
If we were a popular podcast, we would have gotten some mean tweets.
So let's
quick follow up on Nate's video.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I tagged you in the comments. Hopefully, did that episode go up? Me explaining Nate's video, or do you remember what
I think that's in the Superman episode. That's in one of the Superman episodes.
Okay, let me explain it real quick then.
Just a quick recap.
If we didn't, my girlfriend's brother, we'll call him Bro, even though I already said his name. It's not a big deal either, since he's already on the internet.
Yep.
He did a recording of a drunk girl falling off a fence from a jacuzzi. A buddy of ours put it on Reddit. It went viral, and he got paid $75 up front, and then 60% of commission commission's the word, right?
Yeah, that sounds right.
So it's been up on this social media's website. The Facebook is called Break, and the title
he's
of
on
it,
Break?
No, the Facebook's called Break.
Yeah.
Do you know Break?
Yeah.
Because I tagged you in the comments because I found it. Remember, it took me a while to find it?
Yes.
Find it. And on Break, it's titled "How to Tell You've Stayed Out Too Late," and it's honestly pretty funny. But right now, it's sitting on 289,000 views.
Well, that's weird because last time we looked at it, last week it was
235,
230. Yeah, 230.
It jumped up and I remember the first time. After they posted it, he was like, "We're on 9,000 already," and he was so excited.
Right.
So that's pretty good.
Yeah.
545 likes, and the comments are just like so they start off nice and then just it ends with like worthless people, like die bitch, and I'm like,
oh jeez.
Well, here's the internet.
Well, I saw one that
glad you're here. Make yourself a home.
They enjoyed his goddammit. There was a lot of repeating the goddammit.
There's one like,
but
blah,
also
blah blah, tag someone in it and says, haha, wait for the damn it. He sounds so sincere.
Yeah, he's gotten a lot of compliments on being sincerely worried or like concerned with the fallen girl. He
straight up started responding to someone who was like some chick found it funny, and I know him. He just went right to that chick's page and like, she's hot, I'm gonna respond. And you're not gonna believe someone who, like, some randomer who's responded. He's like, no, I did it, and like I can find it. It was like,
said that he was hot.
No. Oh. Like he it's a conversation going back and forth between some girl and a guy, and then he just like jumps in and goes, she fell almost 10 feet, and like she was blah 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 blah.
Are you trying to find a thread?
I have the thread. I'm just trying. Yeah. So it's like she face planted too, fell off her chair and just smacked her face. Huh? Where is our shit? Literally, why isn't she's quoting, and then Nate wrote, huh, it was a crazy night. Were you there? I took it. And then just bullshit, and then just started like just giving proof, and then her boyfriend just jumps in at the last, like, huh, that is pretty funny. Like, hey babe, what if I get that drunk? And then he just bounced.
Oh shit.
So
oh wow.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, but it's. I don't know how much he's going to get it. It's starting to slow down, of course. Cause
right.
There's other videos on it.
Yeah, well, I reposted it in a in a group that I'm in.
Yeah, so that's maybe a couple thousand views there.
What was that page that I just showed you? The go over there with, I think it's go over there with your bullshit.
Oh, the one you just showed me.
Yeah. It's a private page. My buddy made it, so I was just like, oh, I'll throw it up in there, see if it'll bounce around.
How'd people take it?
I don't know. A couple goddammits probably.
Ooh.
Couple goddammits up.
Yeah.
So good times. How
was your week?
The week was good. Spent it with the family in the weekend.
Yeah.
Out in the San Bernardino.
Back home?
Yep. Back in the old stomping grounds. Place has not gotten any better.
I wouldn't know.
Not at all. It's not frightening, but it's just
yeah.
Oh yeah. Even the good parts. Like I remember Redlands was a very like an uppity kind of place. Very nice. Like you kind of like, oh, Redlands is such a nice place. And now it's just like, Redlands used to be a nice place.
Yeah.
Yeah. A fair amount of stabbings have gone down out there.
Ooh.
Some shootings and some stabbings. So they're getting theirs. Redlands used to be, we got to get away from this San Bernardino craziness.
But now it's...
And now it's like, well, I take it as...
Caught up.
I mean, this could be a completely wrong thought process, but I look at it as the San Bernardino crazies, like, got money and moved out there and just started going crazy out there because they grew up, you know. But I could be completely wrong, and if I am, my apologies to San Bernardino.
Yeah, all our San Bernardino listeners.
And Redlands.
Ooh.
Because I don't know. I haven't lived out there in many years, so I wasn't there for the, I don't know. Downfall is the only word that comes to it, but not really. Lack of a better word. Yeah. Is what it is.
Is what it is.
Indeed.
So I was thinking, you know, we're not up there yet, but we have gotten a couple of new likes on Facebook and such, maybe a couple of new listeners. Maybe we should just do a quick, small introduction instead of having people go back over, but, you know, like what we are, what we do, what this is, what they've joined, the family of 40 plus fans we have.
Indeed. Oh, and I think I'm very stoked on the possible overseas that we have, the one overseas download.
I'm sure I know people who downloaded it.
Yeah,
but one share.
Yeah, but my thing is looking at our stats, we have one download for tomorrow's date already. And we can't get that tomorrow's date unless it's tomorrow over there.
Yeah.
Now, perhaps we have had downloads from overseas, but it was within the same day.
Hey, if you're overseas,
I don't know how that works.
Send us a message somehow on themarspod@gmail.com saying
it is you're
June, liking or you're hating.
It is June 12th.
June 12th.
So if it is June 13th in your area and you were the one who downloaded, shoot us an email.
Ooh. Or just maybe on Facebook. We have
get at us on Facebook. Let's do some interacting, guys.
Yeah. We're waiting on our first mail.
Indeed. Yeah, we're still waiting on it.
My brother said he'd send me one, but, you know.
He's a fucking liar, isn't he?
He's a dirty, rotten liar. It was his birthday yesterday. Bitch.
Was it his birthday?
Yeah.
How old is he in...
June 8th.
June 8th. How old is he in Irish years?
Oh, in Irish years?
In stones.
He just turned 24.
24 stones old.
24 stones old.
Howdy doody.
24 stones past the lake.
Oh, ooh.
Yeah.
Holy hell. That was good. I would have bought it. Right. I bought into it.
Sounded right.
I would like to explain quickly that the reason that none of these things or none of our previous posts are in order is because, again, in case...
you know, for our... Maybe we might have some future friends that are just going to binge all of our back catalog. If
you binge the back catalog, we'd greatly appreciate it, but... People don't have that time. People don't want to make that time. But no, I mean, again, we've been recording since November of last year, which would be 2016, and we just stockpiled a whole bunch of episodes, and we're releasing them out of context.
We released the good ones must show how bad the bad ones are.
Well, there's only a handful of them that we haven't released.
No, yeah,
like that I haven't edited or anything like that.
Don't go anywhere, and I'm like, why would people want to listen to us talk about that?
Yeah, and maybe we'll throw them out there later, like just hey, here's some bonus content or whatever. But yes, I mean, with me, I look at it and I listen back to some of them and the quality's off, and I think that's a big downfall is we'll have like 1 or 2 episodes that are newer.
With 2 guys who have full-time jobs and lives.
Yeah.
We just like to meet up once a week and hold on to a shred of childhood.
That's it.
Like, it gives me a reason to like Doctor Who and all that stuff because I can say, oh yeah, I have a podcast. I can talk about it there.
There, yeah. See?
Yeah.
It was
the
somebody who's...
girl in the video I was talking to about my podcast in Nate's video, she's like, I can't believe I can't believe 28,000 people saw me pull a wedgie out of my ass and then fix my bra. And I was like, well...
Oh, was that like a neighbor?
Yeah. She just popped up at the start and then went on her phone and walked away. But she was going on about how much she loves podcasts. I was like, well,
really?
Give us a listen then.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe if you're interested.
That's good.
So
that's good.
Let's see what happens.
Indeed.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I'm saying that there are people out there who do enjoy the long ones, who do just kind of maybe while they're doing something have it on in the background.
Right. And that's...
Because one of my feedbacks I got was from, as I think I talked about it I think I talked to you off mic.
Off air.
Huh. That's it. That I have a friend of mine who, he's a very kind of the function of this should be that, and I love him to bits, and he's great. But he was saying that, hey, maybe you should try to do 20-minute episodes, to try to get as much people interested, so they don't have to, commit to time. And that's a great idea. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't know any podcasts that are 20 minutes long. Maybe there's some business ones where they talk about business that can only last for 20 minutes. But like, it's a good idea to do like a quick, hey Rob, how was?
No,
you saw Wonder Woman, right? How was it? Oh, it was okay. Let's talk about it. Boom, 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 boom. 20 minutes later. Bye, everybody.
Now, my thing with that is I've listened to like 20-minute or half-hour podcasts, and that's more like educational to me, where it's like, hey, here's how you do this specific mathematical equation. Let me explain it. And there's not really any ramblings because you're trying to teach this. Or like there's one that I have, it's about ancient Rome or whatever. Mm-hmm. And they just go in sections, and it's like little half-hour blurps. They go like, here's whatever. Here's how Zeus works. Yeah. Bam. So you're not going to go from Zeus and then just start rambling about Hermes. You know what I mean?
If you do want to go from
the
Zeus
next one,
start rambling to Hermes, then you've gotten the right podcast.
So yeah, and then the next one goes, and the next one goes. But this is just, and to me, these ones are more organic. Like, the ones that I listen to the most are the long-ass ones that will vary between an hour and 20 minutes and 2.5 hours long.
Nerdist, Joe Rogan.
Tell Him Steve Dave's a big favorite of mine. When I see, if I'm balls deep in a podcast and I see that Tell Him Steve Dave has come up, I'll jump on that. Because, I like those, I like their point of view. This shit's funny as all hell. That if there's one that's going to make me actually laugh, it's going to be that one.
It'll be that one?
Yeah, and that's just Kevin Smith's, the same guys from Comic Book Man, including Brian Quinn from Impractical Jokers.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. So, to me, it's just, it's
like
funny.
An all-star.
Yeah, definitely. It's hilarious.
Quick shout-out to them, I guess.
Yeah, oh, totally.
Yeah, so, I'm glad you mentioned the ranting, because we will rant on. So, we're a ranting podcast. If you don't want to listen to us rant, I guess skip ahead couple of seconds.
Definitely. And I'm getting more meticulous with the editing. I'm taking out more chunks and splicing it together to where it was at the beginning it was just nope, got to leave that in. That's organic. And then it's like, all right, well, that is organic, but it goes nowhere, so let's chop it out.
Yeah.
But, so I'm getting more with it, and then like I think me and you are getting more comfortable. So our rambles are going longer.
Naturally, yeah. Well, you put a mic in front of someone, if we get a guest on who has not experience, but who hasn't done a podcast before, they're not gonna. The first 10 minutes isn't gonna be natural at all. It'll be like, what is your view on this? Oh, I saw the movie and I thought this, and I'm like, hey, but don't you think they're fucking weird how they got like dicks and shit, and they'll be like. I saw the movie, and it was like...
Yeah, but I mean, that's another thing Jeff would be great to have on. I've got a buddy, I can't remember what he's under, but he does a Harry Potter Minute. Mm-hmm. He's got another podcast that he started with a podcast called I Nerd That.
Yeah.
and he's since got picked up to do a different podcast. So that's kind of on the back burner. They're still throwing some shit out here and there.
Connor is, as big as I'm a Batman fan, Connor is probably, in comparison, a bigger Harry Potter fan.
Really?
Like, it is ridiculous the shit he knows. And Rob, how big of a Batman fan am I?
You're a pretty big Bat fan.
So for me saying that,
no, like I would like to sit in and fuck with him, but I was going back and forth. The guy's name is
watch some Harry Potter.
The guy's name is Gary.
Hey Gary.
And he's doing that shit. Big shout out to Gary over at Harry Potter Minute. He's also doing one over the summer called the Ferris Bueller Minute, I believe. Or he's just doing a series on Ferris Bueller.
Yeah.
And we were talking, he's going to listen to the podcast, shoot me some info back, see how, whatever it is.
Yeah.
But I was telling him how we do it, to where it's usually something that I'm fairly aware of, but you have a majority of these you have the knowledge on.
Okay.
Yeah, like Narnia, whether you liked it or not, you have the knowledge, especially with the girlfriend, like, so having knowledge to feed to you.
You're basically saying that's my use on this show? I have the knowledge.
Well, the original concept was
Can you edit voices on this?
What do you mean?
Like,
can I alter them?
Yeah,
I'm sure I could.
Can you like put like an echo if I like do like a He-Man? I have the power.
I can try.
Ooh, okay, just for future reference.
Yeah. Actually, I was gonna try to do that on one of the other ones. I can't remember what it was, but no. So I was talking to him about our dynamic, and to where originally it was going to be that I was going to watch Star Wars or Doctor Who or shit that I had no clue about, that I've never seen, that you know about, because in real life I just shit all over him whether I have the information or not.
And on air, you are ruthless. Like, 'cause there's one thing I've noticed, and you've said it off air too. You've been like, "Hey, sorry if I got a little out of hand on that." I'm like, whatever, man. Fuck you. You're wrong. You're like, yeah, I know. But it just wouldn't make a good podcast.
No, I did feel bad on the last Superman episode, because I could see that you were just like, he's not shutting up, and in no way is it like an act. Like, I'm not acting on anything.
No, you are
or whatever,
like this, but then you are also human in a way that, like, oh, I think I actually upset him.
Oh, definitely, and I could see it on your.
Same with the flat Earth. I was when we left, I was like, "Fuck you, man," and you were like, "Hey, man, it's just." I'm like, "No, you're fucking." Fuck you. You just embarrassing me in front of tens of people.
But I felt bad because I could see your face drop. You're just like, fuck. Like, I don't know if you were looking for the words or looking for like the brick wall to throw in front of me and my shitting on Superman. But again, it's not an act. That's like, this is my opinion that was my opinion on Superman. I feel he's a joke. You know way more about him. Realistically, you have a better concept of him, to where I just see him and I do a little bit of quick research and I'm just like,
to bring it back to, like, I think we mentioned it before, but since we're doing like a retelling, when Rob approached me saying that we should start a podcast, I really wanted to just do one, and just so people can learn how grumpy you really are about how grumpy you get. You're not a grumpy person. No, if you see Rob on the street, say hi, I like your podcast, or I hate your podcast. He'll have a conversation with you about it. Like, he won't be like, no, fuck you, man.
But now, the thing is I've been told by many people I don't look approachable.
Oh, you don't? No, yeah, you're intimidating.
I don't understand how.
You got a resting bitch face.
Do I?
Yeah.
I'm not surprised on that.
You look like if I didn't know you, I'd cross the street to avoid you if we're walking towards each other.
No, but how does that work? Because you
got your pants down by your ass. You're doing like a gangster walk.
I've been picking them up lately.
But you're
like, when you met me, I can understand, because all my shit was big, baggy. I had my fat fucking earrings in.
If I didn't know you, but like, that guy has a gun on him somewhere.
Really? Now, what about me? Like, I'm wearing all these video game shirts now.
Well,
and like,
now you're just a video game version of that.
What does it look like?
That guy's got a Nintendo cartridge somewhere on him, and I don't want to know where. Fuck, man, don't mess with him.
I've got the fucking
he's got
the Nintendo shooter, the blaster.
Yeah, he's got the Duck Hunt gun on him somewhere.
It's probably painted black.
Out. Oh, shit.
He's got heads.
He's holding it sideways, shooting that dog. Shooting that. Yeah.
Fucking hell. I just look like an angry person who just got done robbing like a nerdy kid.
Yeah.
He puts clothes on. He's hiding from the police.
You're just...
No. Yeah, like,
you're Nate was saying it the other day, because I think we touched on this last week. We're just like, Yeah, not what I was expecting. No, but
I was saying that about Nate.
yeah, and he was saying that about you too.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. We said this last week, I think,
Oh,
where
shit.
he was like, because he was, I would tell him about you,
Yeah.
and then blah, blah, he's like, I was expecting, like a Zelda shirt and long hair.
Really?
and you came over in a Celtics jersey, baggy pants, and just vaped out.
Totally vaped out.
And then like, oh yeah, Celtics, and you're like, yep, hate them.
It's not that I hate the Celtics.
Is that you just...
I made a bad choice. I like the color green. The thing is I got tired of wearing wife beaters because they stretch out and they make me feel uncomfortable. Same reason why I switched over to boxers instead of briefs when I was younger, because I hated the fucking stretch out, and all of a sudden you get your nut, your testicle nut fall outside of your briefs or outside of your drawers, and now it's uncomfortable. So I figured I'd just let them dangle.
Rob's you on fashion.
But no, so I got into the Celtics because at the time I looked them up. I was like, who's one of the worst teams in basketball right now? And it was the Celtics. Not thinking back to the classical days where they were fucking awesome,
yeah,
or realizing that they just have this weird 5-year on and off shit to where they're completely on and then they suck for a while.
You didn't do your full research.
No, I didn't.
But hey, you're a man of your word. You've stuck with it.
Yeah, I did it. So then what I did, though, because I enjoy jerseys, I own at least a dozen of them. I now pick and choose my battles to where, okay, I want the Ben Wallace jersey. Do I know if Ben Wallace is good? Not one fucking bit. But I know he got into a fight with Ron Artest.
Isn't there a whole bunch of videos of Ron
There's
Artest
a whole
fight?
bunch of... That's why I'm trying to find a Ron Artest jersey.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find the Ron Artest Pacer jersey because that's the one he fought Ben Wallace in, and I believe that's the one he choked a guy out in.
Ooh.
A fucking fan for throwing shit on him. But I do have the...
I did upset on that.
I do have a Artest Sacramento Kings jersey. Is it Sacramento Kings?
Wrong guy, dude.
It's a Kings jersey, and it's number 15. And I was doing the research on that, and apparently he got number 15 because it was his dad's high school number or college number.
See, okay,
reality, his dad's number was 51.
Ooh. You're talking about the knowledge that I have, that I bring to this. You have just buckets of the most useless knowledge that could help win an argument. When like
oh, I've jumped into arguments and just like, well, here's this thing.
Yeah,
and it sucks because
it
works for me, but it buzzkills the whole room.
Yeah. There's no reason why you should know it, but you'd be great in a pub quiz in like the most random section.
No, because we try to do it at quiz night and I fucking suck.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I would try to sit in with you and fucking Eric and whatever at fucking the 710 quiz night.
Oh yeah.
And it was just like, what is it? And I'm just like, I don't fucking know, because they're asking basic questions like geography shit. I was like, I don't know. Like, I'm a high school dropout, guys.
Connor went to fucking Star Wars one the other week that I honestly thought you would have been pretty good at.
See, but that's the thing. I don't watch Star Wars.
But you know all the stupid knowledge from the documentaries.
But I know the dumb shit, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely know the dumb shit.
So, to wrap this little thing up, if you want to hear our views on anything, or, because we like doing movies every now and then. It is more work.
Mm-hmm.
But I like doing movies. Not that this is work.
Yeah. And we didn't start this to just be a movie podcast. No. Like, we want to do, we touch on comics. We'd like to do comics, maybe do some series or whatever it is. But, it's to find the time for it and all this. It's kind of like movies is the default. Yeah. So, if you have ideas like, hey, whether it's a conspiracy theory,
we should definitely go back to conspiracy
theories.
Oh,
I like them. Yeah, I like them a lot. There's just there's so much research to do on ones that are worthwhile.
Yeah.
But if you have any ideas or whatever that can help us out, or something that you would like, I listen to stuff you should know, and they just go, like, I'm listening to one right now that just dropped about whale beaching.
Yeah.
I don't give a, if somebody was like, hey man, why don't you do something about that? I don't know, like a weird Komodo dragon thing. It's like, I'll fucking do it on that. I'll do some reason. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. As long as it's interesting. Like, if you have me talk about paper, like, I don't want to talk about paper.
We're putting our foot down with politics.
Yeah, we don't want to, like, we may say some bullshit Trump thing, or I might go on a rant about Taft because I enjoy him. I know nothing about him.
Well, you just enjoy Taft?
But yeah, he's my favorite. But yeah, politics, like, I don't want to fuck with it. Like, I just don't want to fuck with it because I don't pay attention to it. I have no fucking drive to learn about it, so...
You don't, yeah.
Fuck it, like...
I said with my girlfriend, honestly, she's just like, I don't care for either.
No.
And I'm not going to look anything up because there's no point because I just don't care.
Yeah, and it's not that I don't want to be a part of it and I don't want to vote, but the thing is I'm not going to vote without doing my research.
Yeah.
Fuck it. It's easy as that. And if you're going to call me un-American, then I don't know, I'll show you my passport. Like, it makes me pretty American. What do you want me to do? Fuck it. So, but yeah, so that's another little quick bonus rant. We'll wrap this up and
get right into it.
After this, we'll
cue the intro music.
We'll do some intro, or I think we'll cut this. We'll drop this as its own little thing.
Yeah.
And then we'll jump right into Bible Man.
Coming up. Bible Man.
Oh, shit. Bible Man. That fucking intro sucked. I wanted to punch that in. So, all right, guys. We'll catch you in a bit.